Angelina Jolie captivated fans and critics alike in a stunning cover shoot for the December edition of Vogue Mexico, where she donned a chic trench coat and knee-high boots, exuding timeless elegance. But it was not just her fashion that stole the show. The 49-year-old actress also opened up about her personal journey and her upcoming role as the legendary opera singer Maria Callas in a new biopic. In the interview, Jolie revealed how this demanding and transformative role had affected her both as an actress and as a person. She shared that she spent over 6 months learning the intricacies of opera singing to prepare for the portrayal of Callas, a woman known not only for her unmatched vocal talent, but also for her turbulent personal life. Throughout her learning process, Angelina found herself delving deep into her own emotions, confronting private pain, and discovering a new connection to her own voice. This role, she explained, was more than just acting. It was a form of personal healing and growth. Jolie explained how learning to sing opera brought her into contact with the deeper parts of herself. Opera, with its intense emotional demands and rich historical legacy, became a medium through which she could explore not only her own artistry, but also her life experiences. I hadn't really understood how much we hold in our bodies, how much we carry throughout life, she explained. All of that changes and affects our sound and our voice. But it wasn't just the physical sound of her voice that she was concerned with. She spoke about her true voice, referring to how the act of singing allowed her to express emotions she had long kept hidden. This included private pain, vulnerabilities, and gentleness that had previously felt unsafe to express. Angelina went on to discuss how, through the process of learning to sing, she had to let it all out, confronting parts of herself she had not previously been ready to face. I didn't really have my true voice, she admitted, because it's where I carried my private pain, my gentleness, and a lot of things that I felt I didn't own. It also involved owning something that I didn't want to deal with. Singing opera, she continued, required a complete release, not just of technical skill, but of raw emotional power. There's something that happens in these beautiful pieces of music that you can't sing unless you can access a certain part of yourself, she said, alluding to the deeply transformative power of music in her life. This revelation of vulnerability came as Angelina posed for the photo shoot in various outfits, each more glamorous than the last. She looked effortlessly sophisticated in a plunging square-neck dress, which she paired with a luxurious brown fur coat, exuding the kind of grace and poise that was perfect for the role of Maria Callas. The sultry images captured her essence as a woman who has lived through significant personal pain, yet emerged more powerful, more self-aware, and more willing to share her story with the world. The biopic, which has already been generating Oscars buzz, is set to be released in theaters in the US on November 27 before it hits Netflix on December 11. Titled Maria, the film follows the final days of the famous soprano, offering a glimpse into the triumphs and tragedies that defined her life. The film begins with Callas's last days in Paris and looks back on the highs and lows that defined her career. Callas, who passed away from a heart attack in 1977 at the age of 53, is remembered not only for her unparalleled voice, but for her extraordinary emotional depth, which Angelina was determined to capture. In preparing for the role, Jolie had to learn 6 of Callas's most famous arias, a task that took 7 months of grueling vocal training. It was a process that was not only physically challenging, but emotionally draining, as Angelina worked tirelessly to embody every nuance of the opera singer's life and legacy. Director Pablo Larraín, who worked with Jolie on the film, reflected on the immense pressure and emotional weight of the role. "Roles like this come once in a lifetime," he remarked, emphasizing just how special the opportunity to portray Callas was for Jolie. He described the final scenes of filming as particularly intense, recalling how he was moved to tears by the raw emotion Angelina poured into her performance. In a deeply personal account, Larraín shared how one specific scene brought him to the brink of tears. "We did that on the last day of shooting," he explained. "We kept it for the very end. We had 6 to 8 hours to do that. I operated the camera, so I was close to her, always. In this pivotal scene, Angelina had to sing with all of her power and humanity, channeling the emotions of Maria Callas in a moment of personal triumph and deep sorrow. I asked her to feel the emotion and feel how broken she was in this moment of joy, Lorraine recalled. He admitted that the intensity of the performance left him in awe. I couldn't believe how beautiful what was happening in front of the camera was. I was in shock. I was moved to tears as I saw her burning herself to the point that I think it concludes the movie in an operatic way. The director's words underscore the extraordinary nature of Jolie's portrayal of Callas, as she not only mastered the technical demands of the role, but also tapped into an emotional depth that few actors ever reach. Lorraine's admiration for Jolie's commitment to the role is evident in his description of her work as something very hard to do but ultimately incredibly rewarding to witness. Angelina, for her part, spoke to The Hollywood Reporter about the challenges of portraying the legendary singer. It took many months of singing classes, months of just getting the singing down, and then the Italian classes, and then the voice, and doing all these things like her, she explained. You try to be precise, but beyond the technical skills required for the role, Angelina reflected on the personal transformation that took place as she studied Callas's life. I would recommend almost every human being take an opera class, she said. To exist and never have sung with your full body as loud as you could possibly sing, it's something I think we should all feel. Jolie's statement reflects a deep philosophical belief in the power of music and self-expression. It's scary, and it is rarely asked of us, she continued, referring to the vulnerability required in opera. It's rarely asked of us in life to be all that we can be, or feel all that we feel. Her words echo the transformative effect that learning opera had on her, not only as an actress, but as a person willing to confront the emotional and physical limitations she had placed on herself. As the film Maria prepares for its release, both Angelina Jolie and Maria Callas remain larger-than-life figures in the world of cinema and opera. Jolie's portrayal of Callas promises to be one of the most compelling performances of her career, combining technical precision, emotional depth, and an unwavering dedication to her craft. With the Oscars buzz already surrounding the film, it's clear that this is not just another biographical movie, but rather an artistic triumph, both for the actress and the legendary singer she brings to life.